Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Alexandra here. I hope you're all doing well. It's an empties video for you guys. This is for the block of March and April. I do these every 2 months on my channel, and I'm going to give you guys some speed reviews. At the end of the video, I'll tell you more about like numbers and stuff. March wasn't a great month. It was okay for empties. I thought April was going to be a lot better, and it also wasn't that great. But that's okay. I'm gonna get a lot more empties in May because there are lots of things that are almost used up in my collection. The thing here I'm gonna talk about is a shaving gel, Let Satin Care for sensitive skin. It's fine, cheap, this is why I buy it. Low Recipe Plum Plump Serum. This was nice. I am switching over my skincare to another line moving forward if I'm gonna have a lot of Glow Recipe in my rotation after I've gone through all my stuff. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I have used a lot of Glow Recipe skincare like over the last 5+ years, but now I think that chapter is about to close. I'm gonna be focusing more on a different skin line eventually once everything's all used up. But anyways, I finished the serum. It is a super disgusting, super leaking product, super peeling, but I'm gonna miss this bitch. This is my Go Off Makeup Dissolving Mist by One Size. As you can see, it's really gross and really raunchy. This lasted me forever for a makeup remover. I used this, I'm not gonna lie, like 6 months, probably longer. Really long time. I really like this. The price point was good and you got a lot of use out of it. So I'm sad to see this go. Of course, the packaging is flawed. That's probably why it's no longer available. But it was so good and I'm really gonna miss this. This was the second one that I've used up. And I think I used up also a mini at some point. So this is a sad empty. I have a mini Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. I've cut this open. I really enjoy the Laneige Lip Glowy Balms. They're one of my favorites. It's a repurchase. Another Glow Recipe skincare product. This is the Cloudberry Bright Moisture Cream. These ones are refillable, but I'm not gonna be repurchasing the refills. Purchased this one a while ago. I finally got it used up. I don't think it was really that great, at least for my skin type. It was fine, but I would not repurchase this. Skincare that I would repurchase, which I love, this is the line that I'll be switching to. I used up a mini of the Riemann. I think it says it's called Riemann. I'm not really sure. This is the Incelladerm Active Cream X. This is just a mini. Got like a travel kit with them a while ago, and I've slowly been digging into it over the last few months. There's still products in there that I've never used, but I finished this one, loved it. So this will be a repurchase when I need new moisturizer. This is a Tree Hut Mistletoe Magic foaming gel wash. There is some product in there, but it's just like a little bit of water because I rinsed it out for my last use. I like the Tree Hut gel washes. I think they're nice. They smell really nice. They're kind of comparable to like the Bath & Body Works ones, but I think they're a better price point and they're more accessible for me. So I have quite a few of these in different scents already as backups. I do really like this. Makeup product that I did not really like. If you have watched my Ipsy Rolling Project pan, you know that this was in it. I finished it and completed it. This is the Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment by Dr. Jart. This was horrible. Horrible component, horrible product, way too oily for my skin type, and I think it only comes in one shade, which is orange. So if you're not orange colored, I wouldn't recommend this for you. Finished up a Kirkland makeup remover wipes. This is a 30 pack. I use these up every once in a while. They're my favorite makeup wipes. If I'm gonna use a makeup wipe, this is the one. I finished up an eye cream. I think this was by LMS. Yeah, sorry, I cut it open here. So it was a huge eye cream. It's no longer available. Something else I should add, some of these products, even in this lot of empties, there are things that are no longer available, which tells me my collection is getting older as a whole as well, because there are lots of things that are no longer available. So I need to start using things up and bringing in less, but we'll get to that. But anyways, I finished this eye cream. It was nothing special. I would not repurchase, and you can't repurchase, so no thanks. Hair product, which is the IGK Mixed Feelings Leave-In Purple Toning Drops. I love this product. It's so sad that you can't get this at Sephora anymore. You can get this on the IGK website. I use them in my hair all the time. Even though my hair may not be like the particular blonde that I want, it is not yellow. It would be way more yellow if I didn't use this. I have, I think, 2 or 3 of these as backups to use up, at least 2, possibly 3, plus a fairly new one in my bathroom that I'm using. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. I think I'm gonna grow it out and no longer have the blonde thing happening. So, but it's gonna take a long time for this to grow out. So I definitely will probably get through hopefully all of these before I grow it out completely. But I do love it. If you're blonde and you need a toning product, I highly recommend this. And the last product here is another makeup item. This is my Too Faced Primed and Poreless Pore Blurring and Mattifying Face Powder. This is a really nice face powder. Unfortunately, again, no longer available. So this was really nice while it lasted. I really enjoyed it. It had a really cute little poof, but I've never used the poof. If I can open this for you guys. Like super cute little puff. Might keep the packaging to like repress other things in it because the packaging is super cute. It's really sad that this is no longer available because I might have repurchased this, but I really enjoyed it while I used it. Don't include typically taxes or shipping in my empties, but sometimes I use them in like my spendies category. So they're not exactly always 100. For my empties, I just usually use the dollar amount of what they're like listed online. But again, I don't use shipping in there. So I don't know, but what I used up in March was 6 items at 362.5. And then in April, I used up 7 items at 107.5, totaling 13 items at 470 for those 2 months. I don't always talk about like what I've spent, but I'm trying to be held a bit more accountable for myself. And let me tell you, it was an atrocious month for April for spending money. Like, I don't even know. I know what happened, but I'm like, this is not good. So in March, I only bought one hair product, the Olaplex number 3, and it was $49 plus tax, but I only have down here $49. That's fine. And then in April, I had to repurchase a bunch of skincare, which is super expensive. It was the Sephora sale, which is also a big ticket item. I purchased some lip glosses and I repurchased another shampoo. And I think I included tax and shipping on most of these items. Oh, I also got my Ipsy box in April. So that was another item that wouldn't be coming in all the time. And I have like spent $805. Actually, 804.5. That's what I have written down here. I don't know how I spent $800 on beauty items. It's disgusting. So that's a lot. Like way too much. Need to not do that again. I don't foresee me doing another big month like that until the Sephora sale in the fall. And again, when I need some new skincare items, but I'm good for skincare probably for another like 5 or 6 months. So that's the good thing. I didn't spend anything in January and February. So I have those 2 months to like kind of save me, but April was a bad month for spending. And it's unfortunate. Like I didn't want to get the Ipsy box in necessarily the same month as like the Sephora sale, as well as like having to repurchase a bunch of skincare that wasn't at the Sephora sale. So those are a big conflict. Like if I just had one of those things, it would have been okay. But because it all happened in 1 month, as things do, now the budget is blown and I can't spend anything for like the rest of the year, preferably. So I'm just gonna say that. Also trying this year to only bring in 12 makeup items. That also includes nail stuff and or fragrances. So I'm only trying to bring in 1 a month, and I'm trying to use up 24 makeup items in total because the goal is I want to bring my collection down a little bit and just be spending less on makeup because I'm not using makeup like I once was. I will say I'm not quite on track for using up 2 per month just yet, but I know in May, like I said, it's gonna be a good month, so that will be a good block of empties for you guys. So watch that in a couple of months when I get there. Technically, it's the end of April. I was like allowed to have 1 makeup item per month come into my collection. I'm at 5. Not the best, but that's okay. I'm not past my 12 that I'm allowed for the year. And hopefully I don't buy any beauty products until the next Sephora sale or like a big amount again. I'm really banking on that, guys. Overall, like I feel okay with it. I just can't do much more spending. And hopefully I just continue using things up in my collection and enjoying my collection, which I do enjoy my collection a lot. Good, the bad, and the ugly. This is a safe space, all right? This is a safe space to talk about beauty product obsession and what we're using up and what we're getting out of our collection. It's a journey, just like my hair. It's a journey, okay? So that is everything for my beauty empties March and April. Not the best, but like not the worst, but the spending was probably the worst. But I did use things up, and a lot of the things that I bought were replacement products. And that's it. That's all that I can talk about. Let me know if you do empties videos. Link them down below. I always enjoy checking those out. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.